Good morning students. Welcoming to the next video class. How are you all children? Yes, I hope all are fine. Okay. The last class we had studied one topic, isn't it? Do you remember that? Say yes or no? Yes. Which is the organ? Very good. Non-essential organ, isn't it? Non-essential organ. So there is, they comes under an accessory organ. We are calling that another one name is known as accessory organ. The second one, corolla, isn't it? So that's a topic only we had completed in the last class. Do you remember that few points regarding this corolla? Corolla, yes, good. That's the most attractive part of this flower, isn't it? What is the major function? The helping for, very good, pollination process, isn't it? So they attract the insect for the extra pollination purpose. That's very important function they doing it. That is the corolla part. Clear children? Say yes or no? Yes. Then we had completed one of this very important term, estivation. Do you remember that term, children? What do you mean by estivation? Yes, good. Tell me. What do you mean by estivation? Yes, good. The arrangement of the sepal or petal on a flower bud condition is known as estivation. Understand? So, once again, I will repeat that. So, first one, the arrangement of the sepal or petals in a flower bud condition is known as, that's we are called as, the term is known as estivation. So, here you learn about that four types. Do you remember that? Four types of estivation. Very good. Please try it. First one is velvet estivation, twisted estivation, imbricate estivation. This imbricate also they comes under in a slightly, that's a subtypes of queen, quintian and vexillary estivation. Clear children? Do you remember that? Yes, good, very good children. So these are the some subtypes of estivation. Clear? Are you understood, ma? Have you got it one idea about that last class portion? Yes, good. Very good, students. So, today's class, we are going to learn about the next part. That's the next organ. So, there is a reproductive organ. This reproductive organ means, so this is the essential wall of the flower. What's that? Essential wall of the flower. What are the parts are representing the essential wall of the flower, children? Yes, good. Androecium and Gynoecium. Clear? Yes, good. So, today's class only we are going to learn Androecium word. Clear, ma? Yes. Next, my question is, what do you mean by Androecium? What do you mean by Androecium? Please, try to tell that answer. Yes, good. Good, students. So, this is a male reproductive organ, isn't it? That's a male reproductive organ. This Androecium, the individual unit is here called as, the name is known as stamen. The stamens means, so that is consisting of three parts. You know very well that one, isn't it? What are the parts, children? Very good. And the filament connective tissues. Clear? What are the three parts, ma? The stamen consisting of and the filament and very good connective tissues. Clear? And that means you know that, so this is the regions, so their presence in that, this part is we are tell about, this is the part is we are tell about, this is the yellowish part, isn't it? So this is we are called as, the name is known as anther. Clear? Then below that one reddish color, one stalk is there, no? The anther stalk is there, no? That part is we are telling about, that's a filament. Clear? Then connecting tissues, so their presence in that is the filament and that is the anther, the connection of these two items. So there one tissues is there, children. So that is we are called as, the name is known as connective tissues. Are you understood? This and the yellowish color representation. The next below that one of the red stalk is there, that is we are called the filament. Then connective tissues, so they presence in that anther region. So here they presence this like a kidney shape, no? There they attachment, so they presence in the connective tissues. Understood, ba? Say yes or no? Yes. So from this Androecium, okay, from this is the Androecium, we are going to learn about that's four terms, children. Okay, that's four types. The first one is fusion of stamen. The next one is arrangement of the stamens regarding or related to the length of the stamen. The next one, anther types and anther attachments. Understood, ma? First one, fusion of stamen. Then second one is, so that is the arrangement of the stamens related to that length of the stamen. The next one, anther types and anther attachments. Let us we will see one by one. Clear? Yes. First one, fusion of stamen. The fusion of stamens means the stamens, I mean the anthers are, they fuse themselves. Clear? Or the stamens are attaching to the some other parts of this plant body. Clear? I mean, so that is sometimes that's the stamens are they attaching to the corolla. Clear? Sometimes the stamens are attaching to the sepal. Okay? Sometimes the stamens are attaching to the tepal. Clear? But the sometimes, I mean, this the fusion means the fusion regarding that the stamens are attaching themselves, or sometimes the stamens are attaching to the other parts of the plant body. Understood, children? Other parts of the floral woods. Clear? Say yes or no? Yes, very good. So based on that, that's a fusion of the stamens. So that is they comes under in two types. One is carnation and another one is adnation. Yes, carnations and another one is adnations. Let us learn that two types means. First one, carnation means the stamens are attached themselves. That is known as carnation. Clear? Adnation means the stamens are attaching to the other parts of the floral body. Clear, children? So that is the two terms, carnation and adnations. Clear? Yes. This carnations also they comes under in it. So some of the types are. First one is Adelphi, Syngenesius and Synandrus. Clear? It's a names only little difficult. Just to give a concentration means you can learn. Clear, children? Okay, no need to afraid that's a new terms we are going to learn. Please, so listen carefully. Then you have to be understand that's the terms of the technical terms of this words. Clear, children? Yes, good. So the first one, Adelphi. Adelphi means, so here there is they comes under in three types. Clear, children? The first one, these Adelphus related. I mean, so here there is a fusion of, that's a joining of filament and anthers together. So that's based. So they are dividing in four types. One is monadelphus, diadelphus and polyadelphus. Clear, children? Monadelphus, diadelphus and polyadelphus. Monadelphus means all the filaments are fused to form one bundle of stamens. Okay, all this. If we are looking, this is the same examples. This is a hibiscus flower. So all the stamens are united. The filaments are united to fuse to form that's a one bundle of stamens. So this is the good examples for monadelphus. Clear? The next one, the stamens are fused to form the filaments. They are representing in two bundles of stamens means, so that is we are called as, the name is known as diadelphous conditions. Clear? So all of you look this photo. So this one. Clear? This is the filaments. So these filaments are the two grouply they form the children. So this is we are called as the name is known as diadelphous conditions. Clear children? Yes. The third one, so all the filaments are, this filaments are, they united to, they fused to form many bundles of stamens. So here if we are looking, this is the species. So this is euphorbia. So euphorbia species. So that's mean by that's one of the specimen name is Resinus communis. So that's commonly we are called almanac. Okay. So that condition. So this is the filaments are united to forming in there is a many bundles of the stamens children. So that is we are called as the name is known as polyadelphous. Clear? So this is the first one, monodelphous. Then second condition is diadelphous, and third condition is the, what is that children? Very good, polyadelphous conditions. Clear? Then two more subtypes also there. So here syngenesious and synandrous. Clear? Here syngenesious means all of you listen carefully. Anthers are joining. Okay, anthers means, so there is a anther only they joined it, but it's a filament part is free. That condition is known as syngenesious. Understood? Then synandrous means anthers also fused and filament also fused. Clear children? Anther and filament, both the parts are fused to presence means that type is we are called as the name is known as synandrous. Clearly listen. First one, syngenesious means anthers are fused to form children, but filament is free in conditions. Clear? That's the condition is called syngenesious. Synandrous means both the parts, filament also fused and anther also fused means that condition is we are called as the name is known as synandrous. Understood? Say yes or no? Yes. So these are the types they comes under in the fusion of the stamens. The first one of the subtype is carnaceous. Clear? The next one is adnaceous. Already I said carnation means the stamens are fusing or carnate among themselves. That is the term is denoting in a carnations. Adnation means the stamens are they carnate with that other floral parts. Clear? Either suppose so that one is attached into the sepal or either petal or that tepal, whatever it is, they are attaching in that other floral parts means, so that is we are called as the name is known as adnations. Clear? Have you catched this point children? Can you differentiate these two, carnation and adnation? Very good children. Yes. Next one. So this adnation also they comes under in four types children. One is epipetalous, episepalous, epitepalous and pollinium. Clear? So let us one by one. Epipetalous, we know that the petals region the stamens are attaching. That's known as epipetalous. Petals part. You know that petal, isn't it? That region the stamens are attaching. Clear? Then episepalous. The sepal regions that the stamens are attaching. That's known as episepalous. Clear? Epitepalous. The tepal means we denoted in the term as perion. That's a single unit is called as the name is known as tepal. That tepal part the stamens are attaching. That's known as epitepalous. The finally last one is pollinium. Pollinium means, so here it's all the pollen grains are they grouped, they presence in a single mass of these elements. That's known as pollinium. This condition, the pollinium, so that is we can clearly identify that one of the species is Calotropis. Okay, there only we can see this is the conditions of this pollinium. Understood, ma? So that's all the pollen grains are they forming in a single mass. So that's we are called as the name is known as pollinium. So that's a good one example of the specimen is Calotropis. Understood children? Say yes or no? Yes, very good children. So the first one The epipetalous, that's an example is brinjal and datura. Clear? So brinjal, you know that. Datura means, so already I said this, sometimes I quoted this one, umate. Okay, that's one. The next one is epicephalous condition, silver oak species. Okay. The next one, epicephalous, that's a good example of the species is the asparagus. Okay. Yes. Then last, Pollinium, that's one good example of the specimen is the Calotropis. Understood, children? Say yes or no? Yes. The next one, the first type only over. Okay. Next one, the arrangement of the stamens, they related to the length of the filaments. Okay. They regarding that length of the filament that representing the stamens. That's the terms only we are going to learn that next. Okay. So based on that, so here they mentioning in three subtypes. One is didynamous, tetradynamous, and then finally the last one is heterostaminous. Okay, heterostaminous. Understood, ma? Can you repeat these three terms? Yes, very good. Didynamous, tetradynamous. Good, very good. Then finally heterostaminous. Heterostaminous. Understood, ma? Yes, good. So regarding that, okay, so all of you listen. Regarding that, so here they just representing that's the length of the stamens. First, all of you listen. So this is the didynamous. Here, for example, the four stamen, just imagine in front of in your mind, four stamen is there means the two stamens filament is same length and the remaining two stamens length is another one length. Clear, children? Suppose that's a two stamens length is very long means and remaining the two stamens is length is, that's a filament length is very short. Okay, that is we are called didynamous. Clear? Very good. One of the example of the species is Ocimum. Clear? Tulasi. Next one, tetradynamous. I mean tetradynamous means, all of you listen. Suppose that out of 6 stamen is there means. Clear? The 4 stamens are equal length of the filament, children. Clear? Then remaining 2, so that will be, they comes to very short length of the filament. That's we are called as, the name is known as tetradynamous. That's a good one example of the specimen is a brassica. Clear? Understood, ma'am? Say yes or no? Yes. Then finally, heterostaminous. Okay, so the last final one is heterostaminous. I mean, one individual flower, the same flower, all this, that's the length of this type of the filaments. Okay, short, long, whatever it is. Everything of this, the length base of the filament is they presents in a same flower. Clear, children? Long or medium or short, whatever it is, the filament is there, they presents in a same flower means that is we are called as, the name is known as heterostaminous. Understood, ma'am? Say yes or no? So these are the 3 types they comes under in a arrangement of the stamens related to the length of this stamens. Clear? That's the length of the filament base. They are telling these are the types. Clear, children? Say yes or no? Yes. Good. Very good. Next one, anther types. Anther types means, so they are mentioning in a 2 types, children. One is monothecous and another one is ditheca. Clear? One is monothecal and another one is dithecal. Dithecous or monothecous. Okay? Or dithecal or that's monothecal. Clear? So anyway, whatever it is, if you are telling, that's right only. Monothecous or monothecal, dithecous or dithecal. Clear? So whatever it is. The anther type means, all of you listen now. So here, if you are looking this diagram, okay, looking this picture, this yellow color representation. Clear? So here, that's only one lobe, but this is 2 microsporangium is there. Only one lobe like structure only there, but there is presence in a 2 microsporangia. Only one lobe of this anther is there, but their presence in a 2 microsporangia. This kidney shape representing structures, this is we are called as the term is known as monothecous anther. This also clearly you can see this is the same specimens of this hibiscus. Clear children? What is the shape of this anther children? Very good, kidney shape. Clear? Next one, dithecal anther. Okay, this dithecal anther means, so here they presence in a 2 lobe-like structures. Okay, so this is already I said monothecal means, so just that's a 1 lobe-like structures. Clear? So here this is dithecal means, so their presence in a, that's a 2 lobe-like structures. Clear children? These 2 lobes means, already I said that 1 lobe means, so their presence in a 2 microsporangia. Clear? So here that's a 2 lobes means how many microsporangia? That's a 4 microsporangia is presence. Understood now? So what is the shape means? So here they presence in a butterfly shape children. So here they presence mostly this is presence in that is the specimens of Datura metals. Okay, Datura metal. So this is the specimen. Also their presence in a dithecous anther. Or dithecal anther. See, this is the 2 lobe-like structures of this anther is there. Minutely, if we are looking means we can clearly see this condition. The 2 lobed-like. So this is the structure is clearly you can see. This is the structure. So clearly you can see this is the specimen. The 2 lobed-like structures. Understood now? Say yes or no? Yes. So this is we have completed in the anther types. Okay. The last one is we are going to learn about this is the anther attachments. But how this is the anthers are attaching to the filament regions. Okay, how that's the anthers are attaching to the filament part, that based, so they are telling in the 4 types. Okay, they are dividing in 4 types. Can you able to follow children? Say yes or no? Yes. The last final one is anther attachment. How is it that the filaments part is they attach into the anther position? That base they divided into 4 types. What are the 4 types means? First one is basifixed, dorsifixed, versatile and adinate. Clear? What are the 4 types children? Basifixed, dorsifixed and very good. So that's the next one is versatile and adinate type. Clear? First, if you are looking, this is the first type means that is basifixed. Basifixed means how we are identifying the attachment of the stamens with the filaments means. So this is the, so all of you look this diagram children. So here this photo, this is the stamens part. Clear? The stamens base of the region. So there is the base of the regions only they attach in the filament part. This is we are called as the name is known as basifixed. Clear? The next one, all should see this is the second diagram, second picture. Very good. So here the dorsal side of the anther. Okay, if you are minutely so looking this one means, so this is the good example that one dorsifixed. Okay, so here that's the yellow color part, the dorsal side of this anther only they attaching to the filaments. That's we are called as the name is known as dorsifixed. Clear? All should see this one, minute one. Okay, so that is we are called as the attachment of this anther is called dorsifixed. Clear children? Next one, versatile. What do you mean by versatile means this one. So this one, the 2 lobed like anther is there, no? That is that midpoint region the filaments are attaching. Understood ma? The midpoint region is the attaching, this is the arrangement. That's we are called as the name is known as versatile. So this is the very good one of this is florus, this one. All of you see this one? So this one. All of you look this diagram ma? So this is the specimen. So here, this is the anther. So the anther, the midpoint region, the filaments are attaching. So also look this one. Okay, so this one. So this is the and the okay, this is the and the midpoint regions only the filaments are attaching. Clear, children? Say yes or no? This is the type as we are called as the name is known as adenate. Understood, ma'am? Clear? Clear? Say yes or no? Yes, very good. So these are the some of the types of this and the attachments. Understood? So today's once again I am going to tell from that first to last. First one is, so there is one of the male reproductive organ is called Androecium. The Androecium, so they comes under one of the single unit is known as stamen. So regarding that we are going to learn about there is a 4 subtypes under fusion of stamens, and the next one is arrangement of the stamens that is related to the length of the stamens, then anther types, and then last one is anther attachments. Okay. Thank you students for watching this video. Thank you students. Thank you very much.